Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is English Custom Woodworking. I have had a rough morning. I thought my camera was recording the whole time I was loading these logs, and it was not. So I'm recording a little bit off my phone. And whenever I come back to load up those other logs down there, maybe I will put a new battery in my camera and maybe I can get my camera to work. But anyway, so just a quick summary of what I've been doing. This is the ingenuitive way of doing this. I've got a 20-foot car hauler flatbed, and I've got a bunch of logs I need to load, and use a little ingenuity, and got these things loaded up. I used the winch off my four-wheeler, which I've got another big winch, which I'm going to build a mount plate to put right here to do this. That'll help considerably. But I also have this old homemade 3-point off the back of a tractor that was a homemade set of forks made a long time ago. And basically what I do is I run that winch cable from the back or from the front of the four-wheeler through that fulcrum point right here, which basically keeps my cable a little bit higher up in the air, so I'm not dragging my logs straight into the deck, and it helps me. I'll show you on the next video, but I have this 3-point these forks down on the end of the trailer to start out with, and it gets the end of the log up in the air and gets me started, and then the 3-point will slide up the bed of the trailer as the log comes, and I get them all in position, roll them to the side, and hit the next one. So I'll come back. Hopefully it's going to be quite a while for me, but it should be just a few seconds for you, and I'll load up the rest of these logs. See you in a little bit.
I'm sure some people were wondering why the ends of these logs are painted white. It's to prevent log checking or splitting or cracking on the ends of the logs. The logs, or the trees in general, have, for lack of another term, they have veins that run the length of the log. And when you cut them and you expose the ends, the moisture will move out of the log more rapidly, extremely rapid, and too rapid, especially for these hardwood logs. And the ends will dry faster than the center of the log, and that will cause them to split, and basically you'll ruin the end of your log. So you paint the ends white, and basically that paint is clogging up, for lack of another terminology, but it's clogging up the pores on the ends of the log, and prevents the escape of the moisture. So the log will dry through the bark, and it'll dry slower, and it'll prevent checking and loss of logs. These are oak logs. They were actually, every single one of these were dead trees that were getting ready to fall. So I took them down and cut them. They're 8 foot in length. We do occasionally sell logs from the farm to sawmills, but they're usually about 9.5 because they use them for ties, railroad ties. For what it's worth, I have no idea what size capacity this winch is on this four-wheeler. All I know is that it is a Hoss, and that it did exactly what I wanted it to do, with little to no hiccups, and I had hardly any problems. I did probably push this winch to its max capacity, but it did its job. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. And just FYI, I don't get the last log on this video unloaded. My camera died, so cut short. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I was having a lot of trouble with my camera, the camera batteries in this video series. So I decided to just let the video play and put some music over. And hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll get notifications whenever I add new videos. I've got quite a few recorded. Just trying to learn some of the editing process and get some of these edited up and get them added. If you guys got some comments you'd like to add to this video, feel free, and I'll try to get back with you. Other than that, I guess I'll see you on the next one. And remember, guys, measure twice and cut once.